So Kendrick Lamar's Damn is an album I have already listened to and I've come back to a few times. So that's not what we talk about today. Now, when it comes to his most commercially successful album, I wasn't all that impressed. And I know what you're thinking, he probably doesn't like the album. No, I actually do like the album. However, it's really just what he discusses in that album in particular. Kendrick seemed to be like at a dark place to a degree at this time, if not at a very dark place. As an overall album experience, I don't mind it. It is quality, but I think this album for sure is definitely his weakest link still in his catalog. Up to that point, it was definitely a project that I was surprised by when I got to it. So this album sees Kendrick really diving into topics, wickedness and weakness, and each song in the track list should represent a theme. The opener, Blood, has telling a story about a blind woman and a gunshot, really symbolizing consequences, concept of like life and death. DNA is kind of really self-explanatory. It's more about his viewpoints on like the advantages and disadvantages on the indifferent traits that make him who he is, which brought him to the point where he does say, my DNA cannot be imitated. Feel has Kendrick really going through his feelings of frustrations and depression, and actually a lack of prayer, highlighting his most vulnerable state. Tell me y'all see this. Like, this man was really going through a hard time back then. I'll make a point at the end of this video. Pride and Humble really has him really contrasting ego and humility. Lust is a song I didn't really come back to, while Love is actually quite breezy. I actually do like Zachariah's feature on it, especially on the chorus. XXX wasn't something I was too impressed by on the production side, and is a song about violence and insecurity. And Fear has Kendrick going into his deepest of fears, whether that be loss, death, and the fear of losing creativity and loved ones. God is one that's about something I actually talked about when it came to the next record he would come out with. Actually has him questioning his savior complex, actually while acknowledging his imperfections, and him pretty much trying to deny the idea of him being like this perfect person, like this perfect human being. And Duckworth, the closer, is actually more about his father being protected from a shooting by label Kendrick with Top Dog Entertainment, and really highlighting like the role his father had in his life while questioning his own destiny. Okay, so like I said, Kendrick wasn't really in the best place when it came to this album. However, I do think it's still a good piece of work. I honestly give it a B. I'm not sure, is it really like that amazing? I can't really say it's an amazing, because he's really in pain. It seems like he was really in pain. And also, when it came to like the context, I should have did this in the beginning. This was like 2 years after To Pimp A Butterfly, and I personally thought that was his best work by far, easily one of the best pop albums of all time, if not the best of the 2010s. And I'll actually make a video on that later. So Damn, it's not amazing, but it's definitely good. It's definitely something to offer. Kendrick's so best qualities as far as lyrics go, as far as I guess topics go, but as far as like the production goes, it definitely kind of aged poorly. Specifically, as much as I do like Humble and DNA, those trap beats I guess have aged poorly to a degree. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Honestly, what do y'all think about Kendrick? Was he really in pain? Was he not in pain? I want to know what y'all think about this, because this is an album I was not expecting after T-Pop. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Please go follow my Instagram, TikTok, and I'm gonna see y'all later.